fucking swapping overlay, I yawned. Good morning, how are you guys? How's it going? What's poppin'? Let's see who all we got here. First was taken by Ren. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Ren, for taking my first today. It makes me very, very happy you could be my first. Sleeping Magician definitely checks out. Yeah. Yeah, that's, I've been known to dabble in my hobby of sleeping. Welcome in, welcome in. Hi Jacob on YouTube, I see you. Let's see who all grabbed their daily pillows today. We've got daily pillows from Run, Cola. Sorry, I'm still waking up. We got Cola, Leonix. We've got Lazy, Berserk. We've got... I gotta sift through these. We got Alex. Also, Red Goalie, thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream? Were you using the new Goth Mommy PNG? I hope you like it. How was your stream? What were you up to? We got Daily Pillow, we got Fi, Rat Mari, Red Goalie, also Lorcana. Also, thank you for the follow, Lorcana. And Bean Butler, welcome in, welcome in. Buster's smoking they own supply of the shit that make you sleepy. Sleep magic. Oh my god. Oh, yeah. It took me a second to process what those words were. Yeah, sorry guys. I'm getting high off my own supply of sleep magic. Sorry. Sorry you had to see me like this. But you know how it is in this business. And while I played a strategy game that was older than me, oh my god. When I was little, when I was a kid, I used to love playing Age of Mythology. But I love to play Age of Mythology with all of like the ridiculous cheats that you could put in, because you could put in like different cheat codes and it would give you like a bunch of different stuff. Like if you typed in "Oh Canada" into Age of Mythology, it would give you a bear like fighter unit that shot lasers out of its eyes and wore the Canadian flag as a cape. And it was like super strong. And that's how I would play Age of Mythology. It's memories, dude, memories. I was not playing it for the high level skill of setting everything up. I was playing it because he funny cheat codes. But you know, whatever gets you to play a strategy game, you know. I'm glad you were having fun. I'm glad you won. It sounds like you won. Now let's see who all we got in the queue so far for tarot readings. First up is Lazy with a love reading. Ooh. Then after Lazy, we've followed up with Berserk, who wants a self-love reading. Very, very respectable. Oh, I gotta pull up my tarot card. There we go. After Berserk, we've got Leonix, who wants a friendship reading. We've got Alex, who also wants a love reading. Bean Butler, who wants a love reading. We've got Chris, who wants a reading about a friend. Oh, yeah, we can do that for you, Chris. That's the current queue so far. So if you guys haven't popped in the queue yet and you want to get in, now's your chance to snag a spot. Well, let's go ahead and we'll start with Lazy's love reading. Aww. So let's see what we got for you, Lazy. I recreated the "We Saved the City" SpongeBob. Oh my god, everything just like broken and destroyed. Set on fire. We did it. We saved the city. Yeah. Sometimes the real city that you save is the friends you made along the way. Isn't that right? Yeah, I started reading because I got the 4th volume, and I was like, well, since I had the 4th volume, I might as well reread the other 3 volumes before I read the 4th volume. So I finished reading the 1st volume of Scum Villain again, and it's so good. I'm so glad I have the other volumes, because what an insane cliffhanger it leaves off on volume 1. I forgot about that. Because I had read the whole thing a long time ago on an e-reader, but now that it's officially being published, and I have the actual books now, I've just been like all snugly in bed reading reading my books. It's so good. Me, I finished the 1st one this morning, and I'll probably start the 2nd one tonight. 1 civilian out of 12 lives, so that's a victory in my book. Jesus Christ, dude. Remind me not to let you run a city. Jeez. But you know what? But for that 1 citizen, it's good enough for them to re-elect you. Probably. I don't know. Some civilians are so picky about what they want out of a candidate, you know. Let's see what we got for your love reading, Lazy. Oh, okay. It's a pretty solid start, honestly. Let's put these up on the screen for you, Lazy. Starting with... And then the last card. Should I open up the Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering Collector's Pack I got? Yes. Yes, you should. I'll ask the cards too if you want, but I think pretty card, shiny card opening. IRL gacha. There we go. IRL gacha, or as I like to call it, gambling. I mean, but gambling's such a harsh word, you know? I'm tired. I was reading Russ. Yeah, get plenty of sleep. Good night, Regolite. Have a good night. Thanks again so much for the raid. Okay, nice and hydrated. So let's go ahead and start breaking down this reading for you, Lazy, for your love rating. In order of left to right, we have the reverse 8 of Cups, we have the 8 of Coins, and we have the reverse King of Cups. Hello, what happened? What's the queue? You're number 1. You're first in the queue, baby. You redeemed first, so you're first in line. Why are you so surprised? Let's go, yeah. You made it. So yeah, let's start with this reverse 8 of Cups. What I think is such an interesting one to start with, because the reverse 8 of Cups is like a reassurance in this case. It's like you're free. You can do whatever you want, right? Nothing is tying you down anymore. And this is your chance to explore and become the kind of person you want to be, right? There's nothing holding you back. That's what the reverse Eight of Cups is, right? Also, hi, Alec on YouTube. So right from the start, the cards are like, you have nothing holding you down. You have nothing tying you back. And this is like kind of the perfect time for you to really, I think, sort of self-explore what you're into, what you like, you know, who you are. Kind of date yourself a little bit even. And then I feel like that's sort of also emphasized by the Eight of Coins. Because the Eight of Coins is kind of like a beauty in the eye of the beholder, craftsmanship, the potential and the raw materials. Beauty can be seen anywhere you look for it, right? And I think in this case, it's like you can be whoever you want to be. You can become the kind of person you want to become, right? In the sense of, what do you imagine your dream self to be like? What do you imagine the self that you could look in the mirror and be content with, right? Because there has to be some version of you. And I think the cards are kind of telling you, like, now's your chance, right? If you want to self-explore, if you want to see, you know, what brings you joy, what you like, what you don't like, especially in like relationships, I think now is sort of the ample opportunity to get to know a little bit more about yourself more intimately. Mm-hmm. And then following it up finally with the reverse King of Cups. And the reverse King of Cups is kind of like it's the water that looks calm on the surface, but there's very much like a strong current underneath, right? I think it's very easy to be fooled by outward appearances if you're not careful, right? There's often many things that we do not realize beneath the initial surface. Also, Cyanide, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. But I think it is very much a case of, I feel like there's a lot, even to you, that you're not fully aware of that you like and that you don't like. This could mean in like a lot of things. It could just mean like what you like personality wise. It could mean what you like kink wise. It could mean what you like in terms of like the relationship itself, you know? Maybe you like a more submissive role, maybe you like a more dominant role, maybe you like taking the lead, maybe you like just going with the flow. Maybe you want somebody who will be more adventurous than you so you can take more chances. Or maybe you want somebody who wants to relax and just spend time in simplicity. But I think now is sort of the ample time to really just get to understand your own preferences in love and your own interests in love, right? Because there is nothing tying you down right now. Now is the perfect time for self-exploration. Yeah, I hope that helps. Fingers crossed, lazy. Man. Let's see who we got next. Next up is Berserk. Are you here, Berserk? Hi, Berserk. I'll have to watch the VOD, but I assume it helped. Oh, wait, that reminds me. I gotta give you your Oracle card, too. Hold on, let me give you your Oracle card, too, and then I'll do Berserk. Okay. Let me grab the Oracle card as well. Your Oracle card, you got Mint. Abundance, persistence, and proliferation, right? Mint grows like a weed, but it's also very refreshing. I think it's very fun. It's not afraid to stretch out its roots. Just, you know, see what brings you joy, see what helps you spread your roots and to go further and to grow, you know. What are you doing? I'm doing tarot card readings for chat. People ask questions and I ask these magic cards what they think. And the magic cards give me their answer, and I tell them. The magic card said this is what it feels like. Alright, now it's Berserk's turn. And Berserk wants a self-love reading. Let's see what the cards got for you. Oh, with the subscriber card is you'll get the Oracle card too. Lofi just got back from work. Well, welcome back from work, Bean Butler. That was very cool. Yeah, it's fun. We have a good time with it. I think tarot cards can be a really great tool for like personal insight, you know? It helps you think about situations or things that might be weighing on your mind in a different perspective, you know? And it can help you come up with new solutions for yourself of what you can do or how to tackle things, you know? Kind of helps you think outside the box. Yeah, the heart of the cards. It's within my hands. Let's see what we got for your self-love reading, Berserk. Oh, it's an interesting combination. Let's get your Oracle card as well. Okay. Let's go ahead and put these up on the screen for you. For your self-love reading. Alright, we got all the cards for you, Berserk. For your self-love reading, in order of left to right, we've got the reverse Page of Cups, we have the Five of Swords, and we have the reverse Sun. And then for your Oracle card, we have roots, like the tree roots. So let's go ahead and start breaking this down for you, starting with the reverse Page of Cups. The reverse Page of Cups is somebody who's sweet, but maybe not fully grounded within reality. Kind of somebody who tends to daydream a lot, maybe has their head in the clouds a lot. Somebody who maybe just gets a little lost in their thoughts kind of vibes, you know? They're very easily distracted by their own thoughts, I think, for sure. That's what the reverse Page of Cups is. Also, hi, Fertile and Flexible, welcome in. But within these sort of, like, kind of head in the clouds, keeping to yourself sort of feeling, we also followed up with this Five of Swords, which is kind of keeping other people away at a distance, right? it feels very much like you've got your walls up, you've got your boundaries up. Maybe you're afraid of letting people actually get too close in case they maybe shatter the daydreams you have. Maybe they shatter that sort of internal dream world that you've built for yourself, that sort of safety net. So, in order to keep yourself safe, it feels like you keep a lot of other people away so they can't ruin that sort of mental image you have. It's very much a card of a recklessness and keeping others away, that inflammation that sort of leads to your own defeat. I think if you want to really strongly develop your own sense of self-love, I think you have to also be able to accept the love that other people around you give you, right? I think that's also a necessary step in the self-love journey, is being like, okay, they love me too, and I accept their love for what it is. People show their love in a variety of different ways. I mean, just think of all the different like dere types in anime, right? You got the tsundere, you got the yandere, you got the dere, you got the kudere. They're all different dere types, but they all love you. It's true, they all love you. But you have to accept all of their different types of love. You got the indie dere, yeah. And then we follow up as well with the reverse sun card. And while the sun card is normally a card of like warmth and compassion and like light, in its reverse, it kind of turns up those qualities to like an 11, and it kind of becomes more like brazen, maybe a bit more aggressive. Somebody who maybe lacks compassion. It feels like you're shining a spotlight onto what other people do around you, right? I would say don't try to scrutinize people if they don't follow your exact form of what you think showing love is. I think be more open to trying to learn what other people's way of showing love is to you, right? Because showing love isn't necessarily just going, hey man, I love you, man, I got you this. Sometimes love is your friend sending you a really, really fucking annoying TikTok at like 3 a.m. because I made them laugh and they wanted to make you laugh, right? That's a form of love. Or maybe your friend doesn't know how to comfort you when it comes to something, but they try to play games with you. They offer to duo queue with you in Fortnite, even though you really, really fucking suck at Fortnite. And they keep telling you, no, it's okay, man, I don't care that you're really bad at Fortnite. It's okay that we always get immediately eliminated whenever we do it. I just like playing games with you. Brother, I'm gonna cry. Please stop inviting me to play Fortnite with you. I feel so fucking bad. What were we talking about? Right. Your friends show love in different ways, right? And I think it's just you gotta be more open to accepting all of their different forms of love, even if it's unconventional forms of love, It's their way of bonding with you. You get on the Fortnite, not for long, no. I was not on Fortnite for very long. I only got Fortnite because Harper really wanted to play Fortnite with me, and I told them, I was like, I'm really, really, really painfully bad at shooter games. Okay, I'm really bad at shooters, like irredeemably horrible at shooter games. I can play a variety of other games. Shooter games is not one of them. And they were like, no, it's fine. I'll protect you. We'll team party, and we'll play. And they're actually kind of really fucking good at Fortnite. But I felt so bad because it was just them like getting all of these kills while they're also trying to like protect me, and I'm like trying to shoot people that are like 5 feet in front of me, and I'm missing. All of my bullets are not hitting, and I'm like, and I'm just panicking. And I'm like, I don't want to play this anymore. This is scary. And they're like, no, it's fine. I just like playing with you. It's okay if we don't win. And I'm like, no. You need to win. I'm dragging you down. Leave me. Be free. Unshackle yourself from the burden. Like, no, I won't let you die. Anyway, we ended up getting like, not through any of my own merit, not at all through my own merits. We ended up getting a victory royale in one of them purely through Harper carrying me. And I got like the pacifist thingy because I didn't kill a single person that entire game. Not from lack of trying. I was trying. I was in fact trying, but I still got the pacifist thing in fucking Fortnite because they're like, wow, congrats on winning without killing anyone. It's so fucking stupid. I felt so bad. And every now and then Harper's like, we should play Fortnite again together. And I'm like, why? Why do you want to play Fortnite with me? I'm so bad at it. Oh, God. The things you do, you know, the things you do for the people who love you. But the things they do for you, you know? The things they do for you. Anyways, and then your oracle card is Roots, which is a card of healthy patterns and early growth. Sometimes you just have to start small and start from square one when it comes to, I think, self-love and building love, is to, like I said, appreciate the love that's already in the air around you, the love that's already being directed towards you. Learn how to channel and accept and appreciate that love, right? I think really setting yourself up for the best form of success is just building up a good base for yourself, building up a good structure for yourself in terms of accepting love and feeling the love and then giving back that love, you know? I hope that helps, Berserk. And I hope nobody ever asks you to duo Q in a game that you're horrible at. Oracle card name again, Roots, like tree roots. Yeah, like roots in the ground. But there you go. I hope that helps, Berserk. Fingers crossed. Next up, we've got Leonix. Are you here, Leonix? Also, hi, Hot Dog Jones. What's the queue like? Do you want to make the queue for me, Leonix, while I shuffle and draw your cards? We're doing Leonix right now. After Leonix is Alex. Then after Alex is Bean Butler. Then after Bean Butler is Chris. Then after Chris is Nautilus. Then Spicy. And then Hot Dog Jones. That is the current queue. As of right meow. Right. And Leonix wants a reading about a bit of a tenuous friendship. Ooh. I see. Let's see what we got for you. Yeah, no worries, Leonix. Being so real with you guys, I'm thinking about the spicy chicken sandwich I want to make for myself after stream. Make myself a nice little spicy chicken sandwich. It's gonna be so good. Because I haven't eaten yet. You're also on Twitch, right? Is your name the same there? Yeah, it's the same name. It's Indie Dairy. Indie Dairy on both. Yeah, the Twitch chat's a little more lively just because I haven't been multi-streaming for very long. I've only recently started streaming on YouTube as well. So most of the gang's over on Twitch. Oh my gosh. Hi, Alex. Thank you for the follow. I see you found me. Yay! Yeah, welcome in, welcome in. Let's see what we got for you, Leonix, for your friendship rating. Okay. And then let's grab your oracle card as well. Okay, okay. I will say right off the bat, Leonix, I don't think this is a bad, like, I don't think there's anything really necessarily wrong with this friendship. But I'll explain that in more detail. Let me put the cards up on the screen first. Let's start with... There we go. Alright. I got all the cards for you, Leonix, for your friendship reading with this person. In order of left to right, we have the Ten of Cups, we have the Lovers, we have the Eight of Wands, and then for your Oracle card, we have Fruit. So, let's go ahead and start breaking these down for you, starting with the Ten of Cups, right? The Ten of Cups is a card of, like, sort of like happy dreams, blissful ignorance, it's hopes for the future, happy fantasies. I think this can also sort of be a card of, like, I feel like you've got a very particular vision in your mind of what you want for, like, this friendship, maybe what you were maybe hoping to get out of this friendship, maybe. I'm not quite sure, but it does feel like there's something there where it feels like maybe your dreams don't feel as, like, grounded in reality as much. There's a lot of hope, there's a lot of wishfulness, though. There's a lot of desire, I think, to be closer to somebody, to this person, and to want to get to know them better. And it's probably because you have the Lovers card, right? The Lovers is two people who have such a strong sort of magnetic connection to each other, where it feels like you're both sort of like independent but equal, but come together in this sort of like symbiotic feeling. It feels like you two really, really mesh really well together. I feel like maybe that's also why you're feeling a little bit anxious, that things aren't maybe going as smoothly as maybe you want or you hope. But I don't think it's necessarily I don't think it's necessarily what you think, right? In terms of like what you think maybe is happening, why things aren't going according to plan, right? Because we followed up with the Eight of Wands, and the Eight of Wands is kind of like the busy card. It's like a shit's just going. There's so much happening. There's so much going on. There's so many things to do, so many tasks to juggle. There's just so much happening all at once. It's a little overwhelming even. The Eight of Wands to me feels like they do want to get closer, but there's literally just so much on their plate. And maybe it's the same for you too. Maybe you just also have a lot on your plate as well. And it can be a little bit difficult. And maybe that comes across as cold, right? Comes across as brushing you off, or comes across as cold, but maybe they're just tired, you know? Maybe they're just, really slammed. Maybe they're just really busy. I mean, I definitely fucking relate to that. I 100% get that. But I think the best thing to do, I think, is to give them the benefit of the doubt that maybe they just have a lot on their plate. Maybe they're just really busy, Maybe there's just a lot going on that they haven't been able to tell you or catch you up on lately. But it's not that they don't like you, right? I think you both mesh really well. And I feel like you both kind of feel that. And maybe they're hoping that, once things calm down and life chills out a little bit, it'll be easier to sort of pick things back up again, Like they talk about like the friendship decay and how that doesn't really exist for people who have like ADHD, where it's like over time a lot of people feel like their friendships decay with other people because they haven't seen them or interacted with them in a while, versus people who have like ADHD don't experience that. And it's like even if it's been a bit, it's like picking right back up where you left off kind of thing. I think it feels less like there's trouble with them and more like they're just really kind of slammed. They got a lot on their plate. It's kind of what it reads to me. And it feels sort of emphasized as well by your oracle card, which is fruit, right? Which is achievement and success. I think once you sort of get over this initial hurdle of everything and it feels like things start to calm down and start to slow down a little bit more, I think you'll finally get to see the progress that you were hoping to make in your friendship, But also, I would just be direct with them. I'd be like, hey, man, like, are things just like really busy? I'd love to spend more time with you. I'd love to just be able to hang out. I'd love to be able to talk about stuff with you. And I feel like if you just sort of go into it with just like the sort of like open and honest, like, hey man, like, I miss you. Can we like set aside some time to hang out? I'm sure you're probably busy, but it'd be nice to be able to chill together for a little bit at least, I think just sort of going into it with the benefit of the doubt. After that, it's up to them. But I think as long as you're going into it with the mindset of they're probably just busy, they've probably just got a lot on their plate. Maybe maybe their conversations just feel shorter to you, and maybe it's just because they're tired. I think just give them the benefit. Believe in them that they do want to hang out with you and that they do like you and that maybe they just got a lot going on. I think if you go into it with that mindset, they'll meet you halfway. Also, hi Mita, welcome in. But yeah, I mean, the reading itself doesn't feel like there's necessarily any issues with the relationship, with the friendship, which is why I'm kind of feeling like maybe they're just really busy, maybe they're just really tired. I'm not necessarily sure it's like an actual issue with the friendship itself. I'd say just be like, hey, I'm here. I'm here if you need me, man. And kind of go from there. But I hope that helps, Leonix. Fingers crossed. I think just be more open about what you want from the other person, too. Just be, I think, direct in some instances. Let's see here. Next up, we've got Alex, and Alex wants a love reading. Are you here, Alex? Let me sip my water. And did Alex disappear? Also, thank you for the Q, Leonix. I think they did. Okay, well, we'll skip Alex for now. And we'll go to the next person. Hi, Hash Brown. Welcome in. Oh my god, a Hash Brown would be so fucking good right now. Holy shit. Yeah, they might have disappeared for a bit. We'll skip them for now. We'll come back to them later. Next up is Bean Butler. Bean Butler, are you still here, Bean? Hi, Bean. And Bean also wants a love reading. So let's do it. Let's see what we got for you, Bean. May I hope that reading helped, Leonix. Fingers crossed. I'm still thinking about that spicy chicken sandwich I'm gonna eat. It's on my mind. Yeah, no worries. I mean, if you ever want to just like DM me and talk about it, I'm always, you know, my DMs are always open for you, Leonix. If you ever just need to chit chat. So, hi, Cozy. Welcome in. How's things going? Pretty good. We're chilling, we're vibing. Yeah, the perfect cue. You got it all lined up. Yeah, no problem. It'll probably be after I make my spicy chicken sandwich, but you can totally DM me after stream. I don't really have like a specific list of anything. You just you redeem through the tarot reading redeem. And then you just tell me what your question is. As long as it's not like a yes or no question. People do love, career, friendship, all that stuff, hobby. Yeah, it's a channel point redeem. It costs like 5 channel points, I think. It's cheap. You get 300 from following, so. But you don't even have to follow. I think just watching for like 5 minutes gives you like 10 points or something. What's a daily pillow? It's just like it's like your login token kind of thing. Whenever I stream, people can redeem 1 pillow, right? So it's just like the number of pillows they have is like, hey, this is how many streams I've been to. This is how many streams I've arrived at. It's like a fun little, just like a fun little marker to be like, yeah, I've been to this many streams and I've grabbed this many pillows. Also, thank you so much for the follows, 69. Yo, mom loves 96. I appreciate it. Very thoughtful of you, very kind of you. Love your redeems, thank you. Out of stock? Oh no. Well, so don't stress if we're currently out of stock on our readings, because as we go through, some people inevitably disappear, you know. We do a final call for them at the end whenever we catch up on the queue, and if they're still not here, then we raffle off their slots to whoever's in chat, right? For example, this is not actually right now, I'm just saying this is what happens. I'll be like, I'm thinking of a number between 1 through 10, and the first person to type it in chat can get the reading, kind of thing, right? Do not type any numbers right now. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. That's usually how it goes. If people disappear and we're raffling off their slots at the end of stream. So even if you couldn't redeem a slot right now, there's still a chance at the end of stream that you could still snag one. So don't stress too much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I hate to tell you, but that number is bigger than any number between 1 through 10. That's what is that? 123,456,789. Yeah, that's way bigger than any number between 1 through 10. Unfortunately, yeah, that wouldn't count. It's too big. Yeah, now you guys know how it works. Pie. I will always pick a whole, rational, real number. Right, okay? Whatever I'm doing those, alright? There won't be any pi, there won't be any fractions, there won't be any decimals, I promise. But it's not whole. Pi is not a whole, I said it, a whole rational real number. A whole number. It's not a whole number. you trying to trip me up like I don't know math. I may be gay, but I know math. I'm one of the math gays, all right? There's two types, right? There's two types of math gays. There's the kind who don't know jack shit about math and cannot do math to save their life. Or there's the fucking Alan Turing kind of bullshit. Pi may be real, but it's not rational. Yeah. Yeah, it goes on infinitely. What's math? Well, I suppose we know which category you fall in. What did 6 say to the number 9? What did he say? Why'd you have to call me out like that? Math just doesn't math sometimes. It's okay. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. We need both, you know. We need both types of gays in order to survive in society, you know. What does that mean? What do you mean, what does that mean? What, math as like a concept? You know, like mathematics? Like 1 + 1 = 2? Do you not have mathematics? Let's see what we got for Bean Butler's love reading. 1 equals 2, so how can 1 plus 1 equal? That makes no sense. Don't tell me you're one of those teriology motherfuckers. I went on a whole rant to my partner about teriology because, okay, teriology, if you guys don't know, is one guy, his name is Terrence Howard, his own thing where he thinks he'll be able to solve all of the world's problems because he thinks mathematics is inherently wrong because 1 times 1 equals 2. That's what he says. That's what he says. But that's not how multiplication works. That's not how multiplication works. 1 times 1 equals 1. It does not equal 2. But he bases his entire like mathematics, like theology, based off of this concept that 1 times 1 equals 2. But the reason why 1 times 1 equals 1 is because you have one group of 1. Therefore, you have 1 item. That's how that works. Right? 2 times 3, you have 2 groups of 3 items. Yeah, I'm putting you to sleep right now. This is your mathematics ASMR. 2 times 3, 2 groups of 3 items. That means you have 6 items, right? Because you have 2 groups of 3. I got you on this, right? Yeah. To be fair, it's very easy to get me on rants. But that was, oh God, it was crazy because Harper wanted to watch the whole fucking podcast of the dude explaining teriology, and I just kept getting madder and madder because I'm like, that's not how any of that works. That is not how that math works. That's not how any of this works. And bro's like, yeah, I'm gonna be able to invent flying cars with this shit because I've discovered the truth that 1 times 1 equals 2. And I'm like, that's not. He's like, I'm gonna be able to solve all of the world's problems. No, not studying. I'm dreading going back to school. It's okay. Think outside the box. Okay, but if the box is well established and constantly proven, right? There's only so much you can do. People will fall asleep by reading math ASMR. Maybe I'll do a math teacher ASMR. Because I do make ASMR roleplay videos. I just finished, I don't know how many of you play Uma Musume. I just finished making a ASMR video where I'm the trainer training you up to win the Arima Keenan and you're a horse girl. I do. Yeah, I know you play Uma Musume, Leonix. Time Cube ASMR. I think it can be fun. I think it can be a lot of fun. And I can win with Rudolph. I'm like, hey, I won. I did. I told you I won. I got her to the URA finale final. She won. That's why I stopped playing as her. I was like, okay, I'm done with you now. Oh, Bean Butler's love reading. Did you recently go through a breakup, Bean Butler? I guess semi-recently. It doesn't feel like it's that recent, but it does feel slightly like you're still healing from it. Gotta head out for a minute. Yeah, no worries, no worries. In the vaguest sense, yes. Okay, okay. Well, you'll see, you'll see. I'm grabbing. I'm just grabbing that for you. Okay. That's a hi, Black Rabbit. Welcome in. Let me go ahead and put these up on the screen for you, Bean Butler. And then you'll kind of see what I mean whenever I start explaining these. Why I asked that. Okay. I got all of the cards for you, Bean Butler, for your love reading. In order of left to right, we have the Four of Swords, we have the Fool, and we have the reverse Six of Wands. So we'll go ahead and we'll start with the Four of Swords. And the Four of Swords is a card of healing after a battle, right? The battle is over, the battle is past, and now you're sort of patching yourself up, you know, bandaging your wounds, brushing yourself off, and it's done, right? It's done, it's over with. It's finally over with. And because it's over with, you follow it up with the Fool, right? The Fool is new beginnings, a new path for yourself. This is why I asked, like, did you like break up, right? Because this doesn't read like a new love so much as the end of one love and the start of a new life kind of vibe, right? The start of like a new path for yourself, right? Especially because we have that Four of Swords right next to the Fool, right? And the Fool being like now's your chance to start fresh. There's nothing tying you down. Now's your chance to explore, a happy lack of responsibilities, chance for you to dream, have fun, you know, all that good stuff. So hi, Jeannie, welcome in. And then we followed up with the reverse Six of Wands, right? And the reverse Six of Wands is... Oh, no, you have ads? Okay. That's fine. I'll hydrate while we wait. No worries. It gives me a chance to drink my water, so it's fine. I'll just simply say, don't worry. Oh, wait. Ooh. I love water, man. You guys should hydrate too. Those of you still with me during the ad break. We can all sip our water together. Indulge in some crisp beverage. You know? It'll be delightful. Oh, is today the day I get to post that? Let me see. I gotta check the schedule on something. It is. Oh my god. Today is the day that I get to post my yaoi fan art that I made a while back. I drew it a while back. It was for the Totodeku Big Bang. I paired up with a writer who wrote a fanfic, and then I drew art of their fanfic. So you'll get to see my my Totodeku fan art later today. I'm back. Sorry about that. Yeah, no worries. Welcome back. Right on time for the yeah. Later today, it's posting day for me and my writer partner for the Totodeku Big Bang. So I'll get to post Merman Yaoi. Yeah. It'll be fun. I'm gonna show off the old art I drew for it. But we talked about the Four of Swords, and we talked about the Fool, but now we move into the reverse Six of Wands, right? And the reverse Six of Wands is a card of sort of a false sense of security, maybe feeling a little bit cornered, a little bit caged in, right? Feeling like maybe you don't feel like you have as much freedom as maybe you're hoping for. You want to put yourself out there. You want to stretch, you know, really stretch all of your limbs and really get the chance to actually fully explore and embrace this newfound freedom. But it does feel a little bit like you're kind of maybe in a corner, right? You feel like there's no real chance for you to find a break, a reprieve for yourself. I would say the best thing to do is to, I think, actively try to make that safe space for yourself, to create a new place that you can feel comfortable in and that you can relax in, right? If you feel like where you are right now is not a place where you can fully, you know, unwind, breathe, relax, then I think it's up to you to make a place that you can truly call your own, that you can truly call like your safe space, you know? This can be just like getting closer together with like your friends and stuff like that, whatever the case might be. Also, good night, Jacob. Sweet dreams. I hope you sleep well. But I think it's still important to have connections with other people. They don't need to necessarily be romantic connections right now. I think you can take your time with that, and I think that's fine. But I do think you need to connect with some other people right now, because if you take the upright for the Six of Wands, the Six of Wands is a card of spending time to take a break, take a breather, and to reconnect with friends, right? And so I think that's kind of what you got to do to sort of break yourself out of this as well, is I think find your safe space, your space where you don't have to worry about, you know, getting hurt, or you don't have to worry about people, you know, betraying or leaving or things like that. A place that you can truly call your own, that you can call your home. I think that's what you got to focus on right now, especially if you feel sort of like very, very much in this sort of like tentative, very sensitive state where you need some like rigidity, you need some structure, you need people that you can fully, truly rely on. I think spending some time with like some friends or just like your family, whatever the case might be, can sort of help ground you back down, make you feel like, okay, I have a support system. I have people who matter to me, who care about me. And then you can slowly start putting yourself back out there again, right? You're still healing. You're still healing from the battle. I don't think you need to move on that fast. But I think you can still spend some time with, you know, other loved ones, platonic loved ones, you know, familial loved ones. Also, hi, J-Bomb. Welcome in. How are you? And I think that is sort of like the key thing here is you don't need to feel rushed to jump into a new romantic relationship, especially if the one you just got out of is still kind of a little messy, you still feel a little injured from, and you still need time to heal from. There's no rush on that. But I do think that you should spend some time with your support system until you feel fully back on your feet again to sort of go out there. I think it's okay to baby yourself a little bit more emotionally with that, you know, hang out with your friends. It'll be good for you. It'll be good for you. But yeah, I hope that helps, Bean Butler. Just, you know, this is a new chance for a new you, so take that breather to set yourself on the right course, you know. There's no need to rush it. You don't have to speed run through to get to the next area, you know. Also, hi, Aram, but welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I hope that helps, Bean Butler. Fingers crossed. Next up, next up is Chris. Chris, are you here? Oh, we do have a queue right now, Aram, for our readings. If you do want to hop in the queue, our queue is currently full at the moment, but towards the end of stream, we do raffle off any empty slots if people have disappeared. So that'll be your best chance. Also, yeah, hi, Chris. And Chris said, reading about a friend. We hang out quite a lot, but I feel like I can't tell what's going on through their head. Oh, I gotcha, I gotcha. Well, I told you, the queue is full at the moment, but it's a raffle at the end, so I don't know who's gonna get it at the end if you stick around. Hopefully, we got some other letters so the queue doesn't get lonely. You're so silly, J-Bomb. You're so silly. Yeah, we'll get A, B, C, and D up in here to hang out. Yeah, let's see what we got for you, Chris. Is each stream different? I just joined and your last one was while you drew. Yeah, so usually Tuesdays are my art streams or like my co-working streams where I'm just working on art and stuff. Thursdays are my tarot streams where I do tarot readings for chat and we yap and talk and all that stuff. And then Fridays are visual novels. Usually I like to play a lot of visual novels, a lot of romance games and stuff like that. So we'll usually play those on Fridays. Yeah, so that's the usual schedule for what I like to do. Sometimes I throw in streams in between those. You know, like sometimes I stream on Monday. Sometimes I stream on other days, but that's usually when it is. Yeah. So if you want to see another art stream, that'll be on Tuesday. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Much like a game of Scrabble, the queue was useless without you. True. You do need it. Well, that's also why they don't have just like a solid queue in Scrabble. It's like QU. It's like combined. sorry to correct you. But the Q in Scrabble is not just a singular letter, it's actually QU. I feel like actually. It's a very cute little thing that you made, J-Bomb. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I actually'd you. That was a very cute message though. Right, let's see what we got. Let's see what we got for you, Chris. And we will also grab a Oracle card for you as well. Hi, Michael. Welcome in. Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm chilling. Yeah, I'm sorry. I have a bad habit of actualing people. Say hi to your roomies too. Oh my god. You can hear them. Yeah, they're so loud. Yeah. Yeah, they are making some late night snacks right now. Yeah, they were hanging out in one of their rooms earlier yapping, and I guess now they're hungry. Late night snacks are the best. They are. They are. I mean, like I said, once I'm done with stream, I will be making myself some food as well. It's actually fun to hear them in the background. I'm glad. I told one of them, I was like, oh, by the way, my chat said bless you whenever you were sneezing last night. And he just started laughing. He's like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was like, yeah, they said you sneeze like a dad. He was like, yeah, I do have a very fatherly sneeze. He's like, I would be embarrassed, but that's just funny. Yeah, who knows? Maybe if you're lucky, you'll get to hear him sneeze tonight as well. As a treat, we'll get him to sneeze on command for you. Yeah, sneeze or Oh yeah, y'all won't let me live it down whenever I accidentally sneeze and blow my nose into the mic, but you'll pay for my roommate to do the same. I see how it is. I see how it is. Yeah. I felt so bad when I did that. I really thought I muted my mic before I blew my nose. But I didn't. I feel like this has a lot of interpretations. I feel like this can go in a lot of different directions. Okay, well, we got all the cards for you, Chris. So let's go ahead and put these up on the screen for you. The most of them say chat here, you too. Nah. He already feels bad whenever he does get a little too loud yapping, and I have to go knock on the door and be like, I'm streaming. Could you turn it down just a little bit? And he's like, I'm sorry. He already feels bad when I have her to do that, so I don't need to give him any more anxiety. Is it just 2 roomies? Yeah, it's 2 roommates and me, yeah. Yeah, we've known each other for a while. Well, I've known one of them for a while. Not the one who sneezes, not the one you guys hear. It's very... Well, maybe you'll hear the other one's footsteps. The other one walks really loud, but the other one talks really loud. So if you hear really loud footsteps, it's probably the other roommate. But if you hear like the sneezing or like the loud talking, it's that roommate. Yeah. They have their own quirks, you know. But I've known the one who walks really loud for a long time. I've known him for maybe like 6 years now, probably. Yeah. And the other one who talks loud is his boyfriend, so that's how I know the other one. They started dating and then he moved in. I remember hearing you talk about your roomies in your previous streams, yeah, saying they'll be bringing out the blenders and shit while you're streaming. Yeah, he's coughing, dying, but yeah, don't worry about it. He's fine. He's fine. He sounds like he's dying all the time. That's just his unique choleric charm, you know? If he was a Victorian man, he'd be killing it out there. And then you got a sensitive mic or he's loud. It's probably a mixture of both. Also, hi, Beathers. Loud footsteps bother me so much. There's only so much you can do. There's only so much you can do, you know? I'll try to turn the lo-fi up a little louder. See if that helps. We'll just bass boost the lo-fi a little bit more. Your roomie's presence hilariously adds to the stream. Oh yes, the 5 of coughs, yeah. Hopefully that, hopefully it'll mask more of their coughs and their stomping and their sneezing and, and their blenders. You know how it is. You know how it is with roommates. That's why I don't do ASMR live streams anymore. It's too small of an apartment with too loud of roommates to really do ASMR anymore. But that's why I do the ASMR recordings instead. Because then I can edit that out and I can do retakes and stuff. Sound alerts, he's the alerts, oh my god. It's just him just coughing directly into the mic whenever somebody raids in. Let's see here. And then the last one is... last one you got is the tower. Yikes. Yikes. Alright, well, we got all the cards. Did you ever get the nail polish and the other goodies delivered? I did, actually. It's all arrived. I took a picture of it and I posted it in the Discord whenever they arrived. I also got the book, too. Yikes. It's because it's the tower. But the tower is followed by something else. So we'll start breaking it down. Hi, Kingmaker. Welcome in. So, Chris, for your friendship reading about this person, in order of left to right, we have the 3 of coins, we have the 6 of wands, and we have the tower. And then for your oracle card, we have buds, like flower buds, right? So, very interesting reading. But we start with the 3 of coins, right? The 3 of coins is a card of kind of like honing your skill, mastering your craft, taking the time to develop and strengthen your abilities to something worth its weight in gold, right? Which I think is sort of an interesting one to start out with in terms of a friendship reading, because it's more about like working on improving and building your strengths, right? Honing your abilities. But then we also followed up with the 6 of wands. And the 6 of wands is a card of spending time with the homies, honestly. Did you try the nail polish? Not yet. I still have nail polish on my nails, but once I gotta repaint them, I will be using the new nail polish, which I'm excited for. Yeah, so we follow up with the 6 of wands, and the 6 of wands is a card of like taking a break, taking a breather, reconnecting with friends, you know, having a good time. Why does my bitrate keep crashing? Jesus Christ, stop doing that, please. It keeps crashing my fucking stream. Okay. Am I good now? Am I good now? Okay, I guess I'm good now. But yeah, so the 6 of wands is a card of, you know, taking a break, taking a breather, reconnecting with friends, really just sort of getting back down to your roots in a sense, and sort of getting that freedom from the difficulties of life itself. A lot of crazy, hard things going on, it feels like. And then following up though with the Tower, which is a card of destruction. It's a card of a humbling experience of, you know, a broken cycle. Things are changing. It can even feel like a rude awakening sometimes. Now, to me, interpreting this, it kind of feels like maybe they just have a lot of shit on their mind. I think maybe they have a lot of personal stuff that maybe they're not really necessarily talking about or really getting off their chest. That's kind of weighing on them a lot. And maybe it's like really heavy, and that's why they don't want to talk about it, because it's really heavy, and they just kind of want to hang out with their friends to sort of get their mind off of it, you know? But it does feel very much like there's a lot going on there underneath the surface that I think they just don't feel comfortable kind of maybe potentially ruining the mood when they talk about, when they don't want to talk about it because they don't want to, like, you know, bring down the mood with when they're hanging out with their friends. Because like I come here to relax, to unwind, to hang out, to vibe. I don't want to bum everyone out. But also feel like maybe it is something that's big enough that it really is just weighing on them in a way that maybe they're not really fully involved or acting like themselves, or, you know, they're acting a little odd because they're trying to keep up the pretense, you know, of there's just a lot going on, you know. It feels maybe a little bit overwhelming. But we do have your Oracle card, which is flower buds, right? Which is new beginnings and expansion, right? It's the chance for new things to blossom. And I think because I think you already do a really good job of this, Chris. I think as long as you just kind of reiterate to them and really show them, like, hey, I'm always here, man. Like, if you just need to chat, if you just need to get things off your chest. Because you personally, I think, are really, really good at that, Chris. At, like, sort of being that space for other people to come to and to really just, like, sort of open up about. And I think just sort of, like, reiterating, like, hey, this space is available. Like, you're not gonna bum me out. It's not gonna ruin anything if you need to just, you know, talk, if you need a space for yourself, you know? I think just setting it up so that you can plant the seeds for the growth of, you know, a new place in your friendship, in this dynamic with this person, you know? To let them sort of reiterate to them, like, hey, you don't have to deal with stress alone. Sometimes it's good just to vent it out, just to let it out. Even if the other person can't necessarily do anything, just talking it out can sometimes feel like you're no longer as alone because somebody else knows about it, you know? But it does feel like it's less that I think there's issues between the two of you, and more that I think there's just a lot of stuff, a lot of heavy baggage that they're probably carrying underneath the surface that they probably feel like they can't tell people about because it's really getting to them, you know? But it does feel a little bit like an explosion, like a boom, but then new beginnings, right? So I don't know if that necessarily means that they're going to kind of blow up at you, but then come back and apologize and fix things and make things work. Or if it means that the things in their life are going to explode and boom, and then they'll finally pick up the pieces and start anew. But whatever the case is, it does seem heavy. It does seem very big. It does seem like they got a lot going on. I would say, you know, it's tough, but just, you know, reiterate that you're space if they need it, you know. You're there if they need it. You're the shoulder if they need it. And I think that goes a long way. But I think it's not necessarily anything that's like you've done anything wrong. I don't think it's necessarily anything that's on your end. I think it's just they've got so much going on that maybe they feel like they can't tell, you know. I wouldn't push them and be like, tell me what's going on. But I would say, like, hey, I'm here, you know. And sometimes that's all somebody really needs. It's just somebody to reiterate to them, like, hey, I'm here, I got you, you know. But yeah, I mean, hopefully that helps, Chris. It does feel like they're carrying a lot kind of underneath. It feels really on point to the point of being scary. No, don't. That's not scary. It's not scary, but it does feel like there's just like something really heavy, you know. Maybe something that's like really, really dark and really personal that you can't normally bring up to the homies, you know. But it's kind of weighing on them. So like I said, I don't think you need to push them to tell you what it is. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I think just reiterate to them, it's like, hey, no matter what, man, I'm here for you. You know? I'm here. If as long as you need me, I will be here. And even if you don't need me, I will be here, you know? You don't have to tell me what's going on, but if you want to, I'm all ears, you know? Well, so good night, Alexander. Sweet dreams. But I think it is just like a matter of just reiterate. Sometimes it's good just to hear it. Just like, hey, I'm here for you. You're not alone. You don't have to deal with this alone. And if you just want somebody to help you take your mind off of things, then I'm here for that. But if you want somebody to just talk to about the things, I'm also here for that, you know? I care about you and you mean a lot to me. You know? Sometimes that's all you can do, but sometimes that's enough, you know? Just that small reminder of like, hey, there's somebody who sees you. There's somebody who cares about you. There's somebody who just wants to check in with you, you know? I think that's the best thing you can do right now. Like I said, I don't think it's anything you've done. I don't think it's any issues on your part. It just feels like they've got so much on their plate right now that maybe it's kind of starting to show. But they don't, you know. Yeah, it's helpful to know that someone is there even if you don't go to them. Yeah, it's just the knowing that they are there if you need it is that sort of comfort for you, you know? I think as long as you sort of reiterate that to them, it'll help a lot. You got this. I hope it gets better for them. I hope things get easier for them, whatever it might be. But it definitely just feels like it's just a lot on their plate. And like I said, it kind of feels like something's probably going to go boom and explode kind of soon. Like I said, maybe it'll be the situation. Maybe they'll snap, you know? But I don't think it's anything you should take personally if they do snap at you. Like I said, just don't push them too hard for any details. But if they snap, it feels like they'll be very quick to apologize about it, you know? Like I said, I don't know if they will, but it kind of feels like maybe they might just kind of like something small is gonna get to them, and that something small is not at all remotely the issue that was weighing on them, you know? It could be as simple as just like losing a game. But I think just like being like, hey, like, I'm here, man. It's okay. Whatever it is, I got your back, you know? I believe in you, Chris. Yeah. Like I said, I don't know if they're necessarily going to snap or if it's the situation that's going to snap, but something is going to crash and burn, you know? But I don't think it's the friendship. I don't think it's the friendship, though. Yeah, I hope it helps. I hope it helps, Chris. Fingers crossed. Next up, we've got Naughty. Nautilus. Are you still here? Your VTuber looks like you're about to chomp on that tarot card. Yeah. Hi, Naughty. Yeah, perfect. And Naughty asks, should I open the Final Fantasy? I already told you the answer to that. Do you want to do another reading? Do you want to do another reading for that, Naughty? You want to change it to something else? Also, I'm back. Welcome back. tarot body of Christ, yeah. It tastes like cardboard and ink. It's very chewy, very fibrous. Bro, what is with my bit rate today? Oh my god. For real, what is up with my bit rate? It keeps like nose diving and then coming back, and then nose diving and then coming back. What the fuck? Stop it. Yeah, I broke it. I think I'm back now. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and speed through these then before my bit rate breaks again. I think the same reading's fine. Okay, so should you open the Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering Collector's Pack you got? Let's see what we got for you. Yeah, I don't know. The bit rate's been like weird. I blame your coughing, sneezing roomie. Yeah, but he wasn't even coughing or sneezing then. Right, let's see what we got for you. The Wi-Fi felt it. Yeah, I'm sure it did. All right, let's put these up on the screen for you, Naughty. First one is... Boop. So far the cards are agreeing with me. You should open it. Tell them to get up off the dial-up. Chat needs it. Yeah. We'll start playing the dial-up noises. Oh, memories. The horror tones. There we go. While you were eating that card, you also ate the bit rate. True. It was very... Is that what that extra chew was? I thought it was the fiber in the card, but maybe that was the bit rate getting stuck in my teeth. You know how it is. You know how it is. Alright. Well, we got all of the cards for you, Naughty, for your Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering Collector's Pack, should you open it. Cards say yes. We have the Sun, we have the Five of Wands, and we have the Knight of Cups, right? Was a high set. Welcome in. So starting with the Sun is optimism, it's warmth, it's light, it's taking charge, you know? It's yes, it's happiness, it's pleasure in the simple things. Right? You gotta have that optimism. You need that bright. You need that light. I believe in you. I followed up with the Five of Wands. And the Five of Wands is a card of fortune favors the bold. Sometimes you gotta risk it for the biscuit. You gotta jump for it. You gotta reach for it. You just gotta, just do it. Just fucking do it. I believe in you. I believe in you. Go for it. Gamble. Gamble. Yeah, the pleasure of gambling. You know, they say 99% of gamblers quit before they make their big break, you know? You just gotta go for it. I believe. I think you got at least one hit in that box. You gotta start pulling for it. And then we followed up with the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups is a dreamer. They're very much a romantic, very artistic, imaginative, goal-oriented. You gotta go for it. Your goal is that hit card you want. I believe in you. Chocobo, come home. Sephiroth, come home. What else I got in there? Cloud, Tifa. I don't think Tifa's in there. Is Tifa in there? I don't know. I don't know what all cards. I just know random Final Fantasy characters. I believe in you. The card you want, I hope it's in there. You got this. Now, now rip open those packs and see what you got in there. You know, rip them open. At least one of them is probably decent. If it hits Chocobo, about to be crazy since the one I have is a JP pack. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean, you gotta risk it. You just gotta hope for the best. You never know what you got in that box until you open it. It's Schrodinger's box. But isn't it better to open it and enjoy the sensation of opening the cards like Christmas presents than to just let it collect dust, you know? Even if there's no crazy hits or anything like that in there, isn't the act of enjoying and opening the box like kind of the fun part as well? Do you want to live in a fun reality or a beautiful dream, you know? I believe in you. Go forth. Win. Conquer. Bring home those big hitters, baby. The dust is the friends you made along the way. Yeah. We love, you know, they say friends that gamble together stay broke together. Yeah. I believe. Alright, next up we got Spicy Palm. And you just said hey. What do you want for your reading, Spicy Palm? Friendship reading? Okay. Also Derek. Yes, Leonix. I just saw the new Air Groove. I believe in you, dude. I finally 3-starred my Air Groove. I finally got her costume unlocked. So I was playing a couple of campaigns with her. Oh my god, though, last night I kept getting connection issues with Umusume. It like kept fucking up. It like every single time I did anything, it'd be like connecting, returning to title screen. So I was playing the campaign, and then I would like do a race, and then when it finished the race, I'd be like, okay, connection issue, gotta go back to the title screen. I'd log back in, pull up the campaign again. I'd do one training session, and be like, okay, connection issue, return to the title screen. And I kept doing that like 20 times in a row before I was finally like, I'm done with this. I can't do this anymore. I got invited to a barbecue by a friend I haven't seen in a while. Oh my god, I love barbecue. That sounds so yummy. Is it like a BYOB type of situation? She's vegan and yeah, BYOB. Honestly, some vegan stuff does kind of hit, I will say. I've definitely had some pretty solid vegan options. You gotta cook them just right though. When it comes to vegan food, it's all about technique and seasoning. Bring your own bread. Bring your own booze, but bread would work too. Especially if you're vegan, you know, you wouldn't be able to eat like normal bread. Cause they does yeast count in a vegan's diet, I wonder? I feel like I gotta Google now. Can vegans eat yeast? Okay, I guess they don't consider yeast an animal. So, there you go. Yeah, you can eat yeast. But a lot of bread has like eggs and milk and stuff in it. Bring your own brioche? You definitely cannot bring brioche. Brioche is loaded with fucking butter, dude. Brioche has so much butter in it. That's what makes it delicious. I do love a good brioche though. I like the chocolate swirled bread. Can vegans go down on women? Well, they're not like cannibalizing them, so I would assume yes. I don't know if I've ever eaten vegan food outside of like salad. It's pretty decent. It's pretty decent. Like I said, it's all about technique and seasoning. I've had just as much good vegan food as I have like bad vegan food. I think some of the best vegan food is vegan food that's not trying to be a replacement or substitute for non-vegan food. Vegan burgers kind of fucking suck, right? If it's like a replacement hamburger meat, it's never gonna compare to the real hamburger. But if it's something like you know, it's supposed to be like a veggie bean patty where it's supposed to have its own distinct flavor, and they make it taste good for those distinct flavors, kind of slaps. Like those like the Mexican 3-bean, you know, burger patties or whatever that they make. Those can be pretty good if you know how to cook them right and you know how to add to it. Add a little extra, you know, a little extra zest to it. Can be pretty tasty. There's a lot of vegan curries. There's a lot of vegan recipes in like Indian cooking. So if you like Indian food, you'd probably like some vegan Indian food. Yeah. Well, Set was saying that they've never actually eaten vegan food outside of like salad. So I was giving some recommendations. I'm a little picky about the vegan meat replacements because I can eat regular meat. So a lot of the time I'm like, I'd rather just eat the real thing, you know. But there's a lot of really good stuff, like vegetable samosas. Oh, so fucking good, dude. I love a good veggie samosa whenever I'm at the Indian restaurants. Yeah. Indian cuisine is king when it comes to fucking vegan food, for real. Now, let's see what we got for you, Spicy Palm. Okay, we got all 3 cards for you. So let's go ahead and put them up on the screen. There we go. Okay. We've got all of the cards for you, Spicy Palm, for your friendship reading. So in order of left to right, we've got the Nine of Cups, we've got the Justice card, and we have the Reverse Fool card. So let's go ahead and start breaking these down for you, starting with the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is a card of storing up energy, saving up, preparing for the future. It's abundance and self-reliance, you know? Taking your time to set yourself up for future success. We also followed up with the Justice card, which is a card all about timing, right? Now is the time. The time is right, you know. Everything's finally lined up. Now is your chance to act, to do what needs to be done, to go for it, you know, to just shoot for the moon. You know, it feels like you've been building up to this for quite a while, and the cards are kind of like, now's your chance. If you're gonna hop on it, if you're gonna actually do something, now is the time to do something. You know. So hi, Phoebe. Welcome in. But it does feel very much like now's your chance to shoot your shot. And we followed up with the Reverse Fool, which is a card of like, be careful of thoughtlessness. Be careful, you know, like now's your chance to shoot your shot, but like be thoughtful about it. Be conscientious about your decisions, you know. Think before you speak, but still speak, right? You know, plan ahead before you do the action, but still follow through and do the action, right? The Reverse Fool is just like, make sure you don't make a fool out of yourself. You know? Yeah, how are you, Vivi? But I think in terms of friendship, it's kind of like, go for it. Do it. It feels like you've been building up to this for a long time. Do it. But be thoughtful about it when you do it. And you'll be okay. That sounds like I'm trying to date her. I mean, I wasn't saying that. I'm just saying, like, get to know her, you know. You can still do, like, friendship dates. You can still hang out. But I feel like if you want to get closer to her in terms of friendship, there's not that strong or different of a line between friendship and romance in a lot of cases, right? A lot of romances start off as friendships. I'm not saying you're gonna be romantic or whatever with them, but it's kind of similar. Is not hanging out with the homies just friendship dates? Aren't you just friendship dating your bros? It's the same thing. But I think it feels like you want to get closer to them. You want to get more attached. You want to get to know more about them. Well, now's your chance. Now's your chance to get to know more about them. Yeah. I'm not necessarily saying you need to shoot your shot in terms of romance, but shoot your shot in terms of getting to know them better, getting the chance to get closer to them, to learn more about them. You know, their likes, their dislikes, their interests, you know, their hobbies, whatever it might be. You just gotta go for it. But be thoughtful about it, you know? You got this, Spicy Palm. I believe in you. Then next up is Hot Dog Jones. Are you here? Mr. Hot Dog. Or Miss, or Mix. Hot Dog Senior, are you here? I might be foolish, I don't know. Just do your best to be thoughtful with your intentions and your actions, and you'll be fine. Hot Dog. Hot Dog Jones, are you here? Did Hot Dog Jones disappear? Hot Dog Jones might have disappeared. Okay. We'll skip Hot Dog Jones for now then, I suppose. We'll see who's next in the queue. Next up is you, Cozy. Cozy? Is it Cozy or Cozy? Oh, there's Hot Dog Jones. There you are, Jones. I was calling for you. I was hello into the void. There you are. Thank you for giving us amazing content. I'm glad you're having a good time, Jeremy. I hope you're nice and cozy. Okay, well, Hot Dog Jones didn't disappear, so we'll go ahead and do them, and then we'll get back to you, Cozy. Second way? I don't remember which one I said first. Cozy? Cozy? Also, hi, Dragon Wolfen. Welcome in. Okay, we'll do Hot Dog Jones. And Hot Dog Jones said a future reading. Okay. I got you. Let's see what we got for you, Hot Dog Jones. Your reading's still open? The queue is currently full at the moment, but I think we might have a raffle slot towards the end of stream. The first one you said there, so Cozy? I think I said Cozy first. Did I? Cozy like, cozy in bed, so snuggly wuggly? Is that, no? Oh, it's Cozy? Like, okay. I don't remember. I don't remember the words that come out of my mouth. I don't think that far. I just be saying shit, man. You can say whatever. Well, I still want to try to say it right. If it's, if it's Kazi, then I want to make sure I call you Kazi, Yeah, speak math. Yeah. Beep boop. 1 + 1 = 2. 1 × 1 = 1. Math calculations complete. And just just a friendly reminder to you guys. Just a friendly reminder. My pronouns are he, him, and they, them. Just for future reference. My pronouns are he, they. So just please don't call me girl. Please don't call me miss or ma'am. I understand if you make a mistake or if you just didn't know. It's okay. It's okay. Just for future reference. For future reference. Yeah, I got you. You're on thin ice, Kazi. Okay, well, let's do your reading for you. Can I ask something in regards to that if you don't mind? Sure. You can ask. And we gotta get the Oracle card for Hot Dog Jones as well. Because I'm new to it, does it go by internal feel? Like, how do you know what to go by, if that makes sense? Yeah, it is kind of just by, like, internal feel, like, what makes you feel most comfortable. When I first came out as non-binary several years ago, I used any pronouns, but I realized I was happiest when people... because whenever I was working retail, and, you know, it was COVID, so I was always wearing, like, a mask and stuff, and my hair was always really short. So oftentimes people come up behind me and they'd be like, "Excuse me, mister, can you help me?" I'm like, "Yeah, what's up?" You know? And they're like, "Oh, sorry, so sorry, I didn't realize." But I liked when they called me mister. You know, I liked when they called me sir. "Oh, excuse me, sir, can you help me with this?" I'm like, "Yeah, of course, what can I do for you?" You know? It's just like it's like hearing it made me happy. I liked hearing it. You know, versus somebody else where they might actually take offense to it, like, how dare you think I'm a man, how dare you think I'm a guy. But it's a matter of, you know, what makes you happy, you know, what brings you joy. For some people, you know, they're born a woman, they like being called ma'am, they like being called miss, and they deserve to be addressed as such. And some people, you know, maybe they were born a guy, but they also like being called ma'am or miss. Well, she also deserves to be called that too, because that makes her happy. That's how you knew? Yeah. When I used to work at retail. So essential worker and all that stuff during COVID means I was masked up. Like I said, I always had my hair short. My hair has always been short. But I think the mask covering like more than half of my face made it so I think a lot of people probably thought I was a guy. But I was never upset about it. So at first I was like, let me just go by any pronouns. But then I realized more and more I liked when people didn't know that I was a girl. I liked when people didn't know and they called me he or they called me they. You know, I was like, okay, well now I know. Now I know what I like to be called. Now I know what makes me happy. You know, now I know what makes me feel good. It's a different process for everybody, but I think it's just a matter of if somebody calls you that and you're like, yep, that's me that they're talking about, then I think that's the one for you, you know? I go by it. Yeah. Some people do go by a variety of stuff. And if, you know, if it likes to go by it, then it deserves to go by it, you know? It's weird in video games. I always pick my character to be a male versus female. Yeah, I mean, you've got your own preferences. You've got your own things that make you happy. You've got your own things that you like to see and you like to feel for yourself. That's just how it is. I dated someone who gave me this advice. If you can't decide, flip a coin. If you don't like the outcome, well, now you know what to do. I've also given that advice. But we didn't date. We just had the same advice. But if the girl is cute, then girl it is, yeah. Yeah, it's just a matter of preference, you know? It's a matter of vibes sometimes. It's whatever brings you the most joy. And for me, I like using a male model. You know, I like using a male character, a male OC, And I like going by he, him, and they, them, you know? That's what makes me happy. Kazi. I'm serious. Don't make me time you out. Yeah, no worries, Black Rabbit. I know people have questions about that. I think it's just a matter of what makes you happy, you know? And if your pronouns that you were given at birth are the ones that make you happiness, I don't think there's anything wrong with that, you know? But for me, those are the ones that make me happy. I understand that it's sarcasm, Kazi, but it's not funny. And I've already told you once that I wasn't happy with it. I get that you're making a joke, but it's not a joke that I find funny. Nice to hear the lore behind it. Yeah, some people just want to know. I don't take offense to asking questions, you know? It happens. Some people just want to know more, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's why I try to just answer. But it is very much just like a what makes you happiest to hear kind of thing. Yeah, thank you, Kazi. I appreciate it. Alright, we got all of the cards for you, Hot Dog Jones. So let's pop them up on the screen for you. Starting with... I don't know why I want to go into a southern accent whenever I say your name. It's like a natural instinct coming out of me. I'm ready, yeah. Just that natural southern charm draws out of me. Yeah, I mean, I try to be open about it because I know a lot of people have questions. I think as long as you're coming from like a polite and open to listening place, then I'm always happy to answer questions about that kind of stuff in my own experience. It's just a matter of like people just curious. When you said Southern charm, I thought you meant me, and I was like, how did he know? Maybe that's why. Maybe our southernness is synced, you know? You know, like how you know, like how werewolves all howl at the moon together. Maybe that's like us, but like with our southernness. I can smell the southern on you, and it slips out. It is funny though, because I don't really have a southern accent unless I'm talking to somebody else from the south who has a southern accent, and then my southern accent starts to slip out, like while I'm talking to them. It's like a subtle way of like being like, yeah, I'm from the south too, I swear. I represent the south too down here in Georgia, y'all. Yeah, I mean, I grew up in Texas, but I lived a lot of my life in Louisiana. So I only recently moved up north. I only recently moved up to Maryland. So yeah, it's very, very southern. I just like to eat southern food. I do love southern food. It is very yummy. I was telling Harper all about like Louisiana gumbo and how I kind of was craving it. Were you in the DMV area? What? The what area? I don't know what that means. Maryland? Yeah, I'm in Maryland. I'm not gonna give any more specifics other than that. I live in the state of Maryland. Let's see here. There we go. Yeah, of course. Don't say that. Yeah. Don't worry. My lips are sealed. My lips are sealed. But yeah, no. I lived in Louisiana. I lived all over in Louisiana. I lived in the Shreveport Bossier area, and then I lived in Baton Rouge and like multiple places. Oh my gosh, Anon, thank you so much for the gift sub. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. I mean, I lived in different spots in Baton Rouge for a while. I would go to New Orleans a lot. I really enjoyed the food in New Orleans. I would go to like New Orleans for visiting friends, or they had an anime convention. They had MechaCon in New Orleans. So I would go to MechaCon, or I went to Mardi Gras once in New Orleans, but it's too crowded. I don't like crazy crowded places like that. Sometimes you just want to go down there for the food, though. The food is worth the trip to New Orleans alone. You know, they have some banger meals over there. You turn anywhere and they got a good spot to eat. It's always good, man. All right, we got your future cards for you, Hot Dog Jones. In order of left to right, we've got death. We've got, oops, I picked the wrong one. It's the Five of Cups for this one. There we go, the Five of Cups. And we have the Five of Coins. Yeah, and then in Texas, I grew up in Austin, but I also lived for a little bit of time in Odessa, Texas, which is basically like bumfuck fucking nowhere in Texas. There's nothing in Odessa, Texas. I lived there for a while too. But I primarily grew up in Austin. Oh, sorry. Accidentally unmuted a stream. Oops. Neon Harper jump scare. Okay. So let's do the reading. Let's break it down. Which place did you like better? That's tough. I think I liked a lot of the stuff and a lot of the amenities from Austin. But I think I like a lot of the food from Louisiana. But I also like, because, okay, I'm Mexican American, all right? I'm brown, all right? I like that whenever I go to Texas, I don't look like I stand out. Does that make sense? I blend in with the crowd whenever I'm in Texas. I kind of stand out in Louisiana. There aren't as many Mexicans in Louisiana. It's like I walk into Walmart. I'm like, oh, finally, I don't stick out as much. Because the number of people who have never seen a Mexican before in Louisiana is baffling. Don't want to jump the gun, but I did have a breakup, so the death card fits. Honestly, yeah, this reading very much reads that. I don't speak Spanish, no. I grew up speaking English. I speak English, I speak conversational Japanese, I speak conversational French. I can read Cyrillic. I don't speak Spanish. Ironically. I didn't realize I stand out until I left the San Francisco Bay Area. Yeah, you don't realize it until suddenly, all of a sudden, you're like the only brown person in a sea of people. It's like, oh damn. Now I want to hear. I'm still practicing. I'm still learning, but I know enough Japanese that if I got plopped into Japan, I could navigate to where I need to go, right? I know how to buy a ticket. I know how to go to the grocery store. I know how to ask where the bathroom is. I know how to order at a restaurant. You know, I know like the basics of like, here's how to survive kind of thing. Just point, I do that. There's only so much pointing can get through to though. Like, what am I gonna do if I need to ask to go to the bathroom? I just point at my pants. There's only so much pointing you can do. Anyways. So let's go ahead and start breaking this reading down for you, Hot Dog Jones. So we do start with the Death card. But the Death card is not a scary card. It's just the end of one thing, yes, but it's the beginning of something new, right? It's like you said, you had a breakup. This feels very fitting, and a lot of this actually can be very much interpreted, I think, in terms of getting past a breakup into the future, because following that Death card, you have the Five of Cups. And the Five of Cups is a card of breaking from dependency on other people, right? It is a card that tells you that you yourself are already enough as you are, right? You don't need anybody else. You are already a whole individual on your own, right? That's what the Five of Cups represents. It is a card of taking care of yourself, loving yourself, and appreciating you and what you are already capable of, right? That's what the Five of Cups is. So as much as things might have been scary with the end of that one thing, it feels like this is the new chance for you to really fully understand what you're capable of, what you're able to do, what you're able to make happen, right? And then following it up as well with the Five of Coins. And the Five of Coins is a card of shit's tough, man. It's not going to be easy, right? It's a card of hardship. It's you know, things are difficult, but you don't have to deal with it alone, right? Even if you're not in a relationship, even if you did break up, right? You're not alone. You've got friends, you've got family, right? You can work through it. It is going to be difficult. I think all life has its hardships. All life has its speed bumps. But, you know, I think as long as you prepare yourself for that future, for those inevitable speed bumps in the road, it'll make it that much smoother for you whenever you finally reach them, right? Which brings us to your Oracle card, which is preserves, like fruit preserves, like jams and jellies, which is a card of security, forethought, and thriftiness. So again, it's preparing for the future. You're not going to need everything that you're getting right now, right? But I think preparing for whenever the worst inevitably happens, preparing for the rainy day, preparing for the difficulties that may happen in life, setting yourself up in that instance so whenever those things do inevitably happen, because they are going to happen, you know, shit's always going to fall apart at some point in everybody's life. But I think if you go into it and start preparing for when it is inevitably going to hit the fan, it's going to make it that much easier for you to cross past it and for you to get and to keep moving forward, you know? So as scary as it is to hear that things are going to be difficult in the future, as scary as it is to hear that, the Preserves Oracle card tells you that you can prepare for that. I think knowing is half the battle, and preparing for it, you know, setting aside what you need to, strengthening your ties with your friends and your family can be a great way for you to help overcome any other difficulties that might pop up in your life, you know? But it's a new beginning, and I think the best you can do is just realize that you have a lot of capability. You have a lot of just ability in general to handle so many different things. So take charge and prepare for your future, because it's coming. Your future is coming. You cannot stop the future from arriving, right? All you can do is prepare for it. And I think you'll be fine. Like I said, as scary as it may sound, the cards are telling you that you got this. As long as you plan ahead, as long as you recognize, you know, that sometimes you just gotta look straight towards the goal, look straight ahead, and start preparing for what might happen, and you'll be good. You know, you gotta get that game plan. But yeah, I hope that helps, Hot Dog Jones. I feel like once you got that game plan settled and you start focusing on that, it'll help you a lot more. Like I said, everybody's gonna have difficulties. Everybody's gonna have some sort of hardship in their future, for sure. I think that's inevitable for everyone. But the cards are definitely reassuring you of like, you can handle it. Just start preparing for it now, and you'll be okay, and you'll make it through. All right? Planting a tree 10 years ago would have been the best, but planting the tree now is second best, you know? It's the next best time to plant a tree is today. Yeah. I'm glad it helps. I'm glad it helps. Okay, next up we've got Kazi, who wants a general reading. Let's see what we got for you, Kazi. I haven't had a hot dog in forever. When is the last time I've had a hot dog? I've watched a lot of hot dog videos, but I don't think I've actually eaten a hot dog in like at least since like March. I think it's been several months since my last hot dog. I feel like I gotta change that. I need a nice Oscar Mayer. With ketchup and mustard and onions and relish if I'm feeling freaky. Could be good. Now, how do you cook your hot dog? I guess is the real question. Well, there's a variety of ways. You could, you know, boil it, the elusive hot dog water, or you can microwave it if you're you know, you could sear it on a pan, which is what I like to do. I like to sear it on a pan because I like getting the skin like a little bit brown, you know. Ballpark's pretty good too. Yeah, I think the pan searing method is the best if you can't grill it outside, because I don't have an outside grill. I like it when it explodes a little when you microwave it. Hey, what the fuck? Why is that your first time chat? It's how you know it's ready. Oh my god. Aren't you worried for your microwave? Having it kind of like pop a little bit in there. It's a certain kind of person that microwaves their hot dogs. I'm just saying. What are we cooking? Hot dogs. How do you cook your hot dog, Leonix? How you cooking it? Are you boiling it? Are you pan searing it? Are you grilling it? Are you microwaving it? If you're feeling fancy, sous vide. Who the fuck is sous videing their hot dog? What kind of Michelin star eatery are you opening over there? What the fuck? Just boil it like a normal person. Your family sous vides it? You microwave it, and your family sous vides it. Are you like the black sheep of your family? But they just use the bag the hot dogs come in. The plastic bag? You mean the not heat safe bag? They're eating microplastics in their sous vide ass fucking Michelin star hot dog? You just have sausages. Sausages are not the same. I do love a good sausage, but sausages are not the same as hot dogs. They're completely different. It hits completely different. Just eat it raw at that point. Yeah, just raw dog your hot dog, dude. Now microwaving doesn't sound as bad, huh? You're not selling me on it by offering me a worse option. You're not making your point. It's like, yeah, I like to fart in my hand and smell it. But my family likes to shit in their hand and smell it. Doesn't farting in my hand and smelling it sound not too stupid? Now it's like, brother. Brother, what? That's not helping your case. Ew. You're not making your point there. You can't compare two really, really bad things and be like, yeah, not so stupid now, is it? It's still bad. I feel like I need to make a poll for this. Who the fuck is microwaving their hot dog poll? Hold on, let me set up this poll. We'll set it for we'll set it to a 2-minute poll. You know, I'll let you guys rig it too, if you guys want. What's worse is plant-based microwave. I hate plant-based hot dogs. They have not come out with a good plant-based hot dog yet. They haven't. Oops. Which one's my blush toggle? Fuck. Is this one? Oh, there it is. Okay, I got it. I have to remember what all my fucking toggle buttons are. There you go. What's wrong with micro dogs? It's efficient. What is wrong with you? No. Brother, just pan sear it. What's even in a hot dog? Yes. The answer is yes. Hot dogs are the amalgamation of chicken, pork, and beef offcuts, all ground together into one nice, beautiful, homogeneous pink gloop that is then shoved into a hot dog shape. And it's delightful. And we love it. Okay? Don't knock a hot dog. It's an American staple, all right? I bake my dogs, $3.50 for 20 minutes. You know what? I'll allow it. I'll allow a baked dog. I'll allow you to bake it. I'll let that slide. No, you gotta try it. You gotta try it. Trust me, Leon. It hits. It hits. You can buy like all beef ones too. They have several like pure only beef hot dogs as well. But like the whole appeal of hot dogs is that they're like really cheap. So you can feed like a whole family with them, and they preserve really well as well. And they're yummy. It's a staple food. Don't make fun of my culture, Leonix. You're so fucking insensitive. I mean, I could buy a lot of things. Doesn't mean you need to buy a hot dog. You need to buy hot dogs. You don't understand because you haven't eaten it yet, but it's yummy. The all beef is the best. I do like a good all beef hot dog. But there is something about the beef, pork, and chicken ones that do kind of hit though. I'll be as insensitive as I want. You can't make fun of my culture, Leonix. What the fuck? The Johnsonville Better Cheddar dogs, those are pretty good too. I like getting the big fat actual sausages and putting them on the hot dog buns. Don't get me wrong. I love a good sausage as much as the next person. A good, you know, nice juicy sausage, fantastic. With a little bit of mustard on top, whew, delightful, delightful. But nothing is ever going to hit the hot dog craving like a hot dog. All right? If you have not been to a hot dog stand and gotten a nice hot dog, or you've been to a family barbecue and whipped yourself a nice little dog, all right? Don't appropriate my culture. Cheddar dogs are scary because if it's too hot, it's like cheesy lava. It's a dangerous game, but it's delicious. Sausages are just, you don't know because you haven't eaten them. It's like, Leonix, you're comparing like a steak to like a McDonald's cheeseburger, okay? The hot dog is the McDonald's cheeseburger of the sausage world. It has its place. It is irreplaceable, and nothing is ever going to hit like a McDonald's cheeseburger. Is a delightful steak better? Yes. Yes, a steak is better than a McDonald's cheeseburger. 100%. Hands down, it is better. But are there days where I just crave a fucking McDonald's cheeseburger and nothing else is gonna satisfy that? Yeah. That's what it's like to enjoy hot dogs, all right? Hot dogs are the McDonald's cheeseburger of the sausage world. And that's okay. I don't need them to be anything else. I don't need them to be fancy. I don't need them to be, you know, high quality. I want my hot dogs cheap as fuck. There are days when I crave Kool-Aid pie. Oh my god, flashbacks to Kool-Aid pie. Holy shit. Yeah. You can't knock a hot dog, man. You gotta try it first. I once by accident gave someone who only eats beef only dog a pork-based one by accident. Oh no. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, man. Kool-Aid pie. Oh my god, you never had Kool-Aid pie? Oh my god. Can't believe y'all have never had Kool-Aid pie before. Please put a hot dog inside of you. Yeah, I'll have to, you know, I think my roommate did buy hot dogs. So maybe I'll be able to like steal one from the fridge later and I'll whip one up. But also, you make mac and cheese, right? You make the box mac and cheese, and then you dice up a hot dog into little circles, right? In a little coin size, and then you sear them up and then you mix that into the mac and cheese. That is the average poor man's dinner. That's like a family poor man's dinner that your family loves to do. All right, I love that shit. It hits so good. You sear up the hot dog in the pan and you add it into the mac and cheese. It's a new element. Isn't it like Hamburger Helper but worse? No, it's completely different. It's completely different. All right, 100% it's different. There. Also, who the fuck is buying ground beef in this economy? All right, in this economy. Welcome in, Sucrose. Thank you so much for the raid. How are you guys? We're ranting about hot dogs. Some people in chat are saying they've never had a hot dog before and they think it's gross, and that sausages are better. And I'm telling them simply that they're wrong and that hot dogs are delicious. Also, somebody said that they fucking microwave their hot dog to heat it up, and I told them that it's blasphemy. Never had a hot dog. Yeah. Leonix over here has never had a hot dog. Hot dogs are indeed delicious. Yeah, they hit the spot. They hit this. I keep telling them. I'm like, you gotta try it. You gotta try a hot dog. You think it's crazy. You think it's weird, but you try it and you're like, this is some revolutionary stuff. It's delightful. It's delicious. There's nothing quite like it. The stuff you put on them is important too. Very, very important. That's why every state has their own signature dog, right? Different dogs that do different things. Like a fully loaded hot dog. You get the caramelized onions. Put the caramelized onions, put a little bit of mustard. You put some diced yellow onion or white onion. You know, if you're feeling, I'm not here to judge. It can be any color onion you want. Usually yellow or white. You know, and you put, you know, it's fucking good. It's fucking good. I love caramelized onions on my hot dog. What the dog doing? Chicago dog? I gotta see what's on a Chicago dog. Hold on. Let me Google what's on a Chicago dog. Let me see. The dog is topped with yellow mustard, chopped white onion, bright green sweet pickle relish, a dill pickle spear, tomato slices or wedges, pickled sport peppers, a variety of capsicum, and a dash of celery salt. Yeah, I see. Chicago style. That sounds pretty solid. Avocado, tomato, mayo, and Dijon mustard is my go-to. See, everybody here understands the beauty of a hot dog, right? We don't go to the hot dog because it's the best meat choice out there. We go there because it's a beautiful canvas for us to paint with our delightful array of toppings. You ever had a chili dog? Sonic the Hedgehog loves chili dogs. Are you gonna look me in the eye and tell me Sonic the Hedgehog is wrong? All right, look me in the eye. Look me in the eye, Leonix. Are you gonna tell me Sonic the Hedgehog has bad taste? Don't type that. I see you typing. No, delete that. Delete backspace. No. Fucking knew you were gonna say that, you little shit. Fucking knew you were gonna click that. You're an open book, motherfucker. Chili dogs are so good. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. You cannot judge what you have not yet experienced. Only those who have not sinned can they cast the first stone. But I know the sins deep within your heart, Leonix. I've seen them all. I've bore witness. You cannot hide them from me. Accept your fate and open your heart. Only then can you truly be free. What sins are those? You want me to say them on stream? I don't want to get demonetized. What the fuck? This is a... I'm not about to demonetize my channel. Listing all of your sins. Are you crazy? Hot dog, no bun. I do enjoy a good bun. I look you in the eyes when I'm going to bed, but I'm gonna keep the stream open. Yeah, no worries. Oh, I see you got the inspiration spell. Yeah, let me do the inspiration spell for you. Leonic's worst nightmare: a barbecue with only hot dogs. Hot dogs and spaghetti. I was literally talking earlier about the hot dogs in the mac and cheese. You know, like the blue box mac and cheese. And you cut up and you sear the hot dogs and you add them in. Classic. Okay, we got the inspiration spell for Nitro Owl. Let muses sing and energy flow. Unblock the dams that hold back the power and free it. Goad the goal ever closer. Luchum inspire. There you go. Hopefully that gives you inspiration for whatever you're working on. But if not, no refunds or returns. There you go. Hope that helps. Yeah, whenever you eventually come to visit me, Leonix, I'm gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna cook you a whole buffet. It's gonna be delightful, and I'll put all of the different toppings on the table, and you'll be like, oh, what are all these toppings for? And I'm gonna bring out a mountain of hot dogs. A whole mountain of hot dogs. But like, we're gonna find which one you like the most. I'm gonna have every topping. I'll have to craft the signature dairy dog. The dairy dog, the hot dog of the dairy. Dropped a card. Alright, next up is Kazi, who wants a general reading. I got distracted. I got distracted with hot dog talk. The dairy dog is good branding. Yeah, I got you. I got you, yeah. Dairy dog is ready. We aren't playing video games until you eat every single one. Yeah. It's serious business. We're gonna educate you. We're gonna teach you what it means to enjoy a hot dog. Even the Japanese love hot dogs, dude. I saw like this 80-year-old Japanese man who's running an authentic American hot dog stand in Japan. If that's not dedication to the cause, I don't know what is. Alright? You can't knock it till you try it. Let's see what we got for you, Kazi, for your general reading. Hi, Vortexiati. I've been craving a cheap, low-quality Little League hot dog. Yeah, it hits the spot. There's nothing like it. It's like a McDonald's cheeseburger in that sense. I'm so hungry now. Bitch, me too. The fuck? I gotta finish these tarot readings so I can go make me my food. I'm still thinking about that spicy chicken sandwich I'm gonna make after stream. Okay, we got all the cards for you, Kazi. Let's go ahead and put them up on the screen for you. Yeah, nice spicy chicken sandwich. Because we have, they're like pre-made, like the chicken patties, basically. It's like breaded chicken that's like frozen. So I like pop one in the air fryer. And then while it's heating up and it's cooking it and everything, I'm like toasting the bun and I'm making like the little slaw to go on top. So as soon as it's done, I pop it on the bun, top it with the slaw, and I just and devour it. So good, so good. I saw we also had like some seasoned fries in the freezer too, so I'll probably cook up some of those too. Yeah, so yummy, so yummy. I wish we had honey though, because I really like making a honey sriracha mayo to like dip my fries in, but we don't have mayo. We don't have honey. We have sriracha, we have mayo. But we don't have honey because my roommate used up the rest of the honey and didn't buy more. Can you give you honey? Oh my god, are you like a beekeeper? Oh my god. You just bought a big bottle? Yeah. Yeah, dude, I go through so much honey. Because not only do I put in like my tea, I also really like to cook with it. I'll try it with my next chippy. Yeah, so you get the mayo, right? Salt, pepper, squeeze in the sriracha, a little bit of a drizzle of honey to sweeten it. It helps with like balancing the spice. You can put in a little bit of garlic powder too, if you're feeling a little freaky, you know, a little freaky. Stir it, mix it all up. Delightful. Just, you know, season it to taste, but it's gonna be banger. So yummy. I bought 100 honey snack sticks from the Run Fair earlier this year. Oh my god. The honey snack sticks are like really good for tea though. Like a huge jar of hot honey. Ooh, yeah, dude, hot honey is so good. Have you ever had hot honey on fried chicken? It's so good. Oh, I love hot honey on fried chicken. The more spice, the better. Oh yeah, I'm a big spice fan. I do love spicy. I have, it's amazing. Yes. Oh, so good, so good. Also drizzle it on my pizza. I've heard of that, but I've never actually tried that. I feel like I should, but I need to get like a good quality pizza for that, I feel like. But that is something I want to try, is honey on pizza, because I have seen that. I've seen people do that, and it looks very yummy. All different flavors. Yeah, the honey stick flavors are so yummy. Yeah, I'm a big fan of putting red pepper flakes on my pizza. That's like a classic. Especially whenever, so I would go to like Cece's Pizza when they have like the pizza buffet, and I would get the Parmesan shaker and the chili flake shaker, and I would just go to town with both of them. Sometimes, if I'm feeling a little kinky, if I'm feeling a little down and dirty, I'll dip my pizza in ranch. Yeah. That's if I'm feeling really, really dirty. You know how it is. The ranch do hit though. I had a pickle bacon ranch pizza before. It's pretty good. I actually kind of liked it. Have any of you ever had a pickle bacon ranch pizza? I guess have any of you had pickles on your pizza before? I guess is the real question to ask. Yeah, life-changing stuff right there. It hits. Ram Ranch. Yeah, 12 naked cowboys at Ram Ranch. 96 are all pure honey, just from different sources. It's wild to me how different the taste and texture of it can differ just based on what plant and blossom it was sourced from. Yes, it's so cool. It's so cool because you really can like tell the difference. Like honey, where like the nearest like pollination like plants and stuff are like orange blossoms. You can like taste the orange flavor in the honey. Or like lavender honey, where you can literally like the scent of lavender. There's some where the honey is a completely different color just because of the plants. You know, I think it's so neat. I think it's so cool. Yeah, super floral. Yeah, it's so cool. It's so neat how honey can vary that much. And then next up we've got the there we go, and boop. There we go. All right, we got all the cards for you, Kazi, for your general reading. In order of left to right, we have the Six of Swords, we have the Five of Wands, and we have the Reverse Judgment card. So let's go ahead and start with the Six of Swords, right? The Six of Swords is a card of going to a new place and taking the good things with you, right? It's a journey to a new destination, feeling that sense of freedom. It's the success after anxieties, right? So hi, Darren, welcome in. But it's very much like it's like starting over. You packed your bags, you put them in your car, and you're just driving to your new place, right? It's a newfound sense of freedom. You've lifted a burden off your back. It's like spring cleaning. Now's the chance to just breathe in the fresh air. You're heading in a new direction, right? You also follow it up with the Five of Wands, which is a card of bravery, honestly. It's taking that leap of faith. It's impending battle, competition. Things are definitely heating up, but the Five of Wands is a card of fortune favors the bold. Don't be afraid to take risks in your new life, to put yourself out there, to explore what the world has to offer for you, right? Especially now that you're on this journey. It's okay to take pit stops to see what you got when you're going from there, you know? Are there any potential raffle spots for today? Yeah, it looks like we'll probably have at least one raffle spot today. Yeah. And then we follow it up with the Reverse Judgment card. And while Judgment is normally a card of like the end of the darkness, the dawn of something new, in its reverse, it's kind of a little bit of a warning card. It's like, hey, you are on this new journey. You are moving forward, right? But be careful to take stock of what is important to you. Be sure to really stop and think of what matters most to you. Because if you dive thoughtlessly into where you head into next, there's a chance you could lose what actually matters. So really stop and think, what are the most important things in your life that you do not want to lose? What are the most important things in your life that you want to hold close, right? That matter to you, right? And that's going to help guide you in the direction that you want to go in, right? Because you're on that new journey. You've got sort of endless possibilities. Maybe you feel like you don't know where to go. Well, the reverse judgment card is kind of telling you, like, hey, well, what are the things that you want to keep, right? What are the things that you are keeping with you and that you want moving forward, right? And that will help you, I think, carve your path out for the direction you want to go in, you know? So it really is just like a matter of what do I want to make sure I have next to me? What do I have that I want to keep by my side? I can't take things with me. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be things. It can be just like maybe what you're looking for is stability, right? Or maybe what you're looking for is community. Or maybe what you're looking for is consistency. Or maybe what you're looking for is adventure, right? And you're looking for spontaneity. Whatever the case is, I think as long as you focus on what matters most to you, what are the things that matter most, then everything else can kind of go from there, right? I need a place to sleep, but fuck yes, yeah. Yeah. But I think that's the key to help lead you in the direction that you want to go in, right? If what matters most to you is getting a place to sleep but adventure, I mean, there are people who do like those traveling RVs, you know, where they just like they get like with those like little like the van life type of things. That's tons of adventure and a place to sleep because it's your car. But I think it's just a matter of what works for you, what matters most to you, what are the key things that you hold dear that matter, right? When you prioritize those, I think it shows you a path that's much more clearly more catered to what you want and what direction you need to go in. Okay, well, if I want to live this kind of life, then I need to do this and this and this then. So that way I can hold on to that and I can reach that point, right? That's my goal. That's what I want to attain, right? That's kind of what the cards are saying. Yeah. I think it's just a matter of really just stopping and thinking about and assessing what matters to you before you make any big decisions. What are the things you got to prioritize? Also, Pocky Knife, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. But yeah, I hope that helps. Fingers crossed. I think it's just a matter of taking stock of everything. You're going in a new place, you're going in a new direction. It's okay to be bold, but make sure that you're boldly going in the direction you actually want to go in, you know? Also, hi, Merciful. Welcome in. Yeah. Fingers crossed for your journey. Next up, we've got... Oh, you know what? Next up, I believe, is actually the final call. The final call for Alex. So, Alex, if you are here, speak now, or we're going to give away your reading to somebody. Now's your last chance, Alex. I'm going to sip my water. Very refreshing. Okay. Yeah, I think Alex is still gone. So, we're going to raffle off his slot. So, for those of you in chat who have not gotten a tarot reading from me yet today, and you would like one, I am thinking of a number between 1 through 10, and the first person to guess it can get the reading. It was actually 6. Congrats, Black Rabbit. Yay. What would you like for your reading, Black Rabbit? That was pretty fast. You already got it. You already got it. You don't have to guess numbers anymore. The number was 6. You already got it. You can stop typing your numbers now. What would you like for your reading, Black Rabbit? Yeah, I'm hydrating. I got my water cup right here with my straw. A strength, a weakness, and advice. Oh, okay, okay. Let's see. Yeah, let's see what we got for you. I'm eating the cards with it. Yeah, I gotta wash down my tarot card snack with some nice water. You know, crisp, refreshing beverage. And tarot cookie. Yeah, I would love to make tarot cookies. They'd be so yummy. It'd be delicious. What flavor would tarot cookies be? That could look so cute. There's one artist I follow on YouTube who does like these like really crazy cookie sculptures. Like they make recreations of like anime gacha cards and stuff like that and illustrations out of like cookies and icing. It's crazy. It's so gorgeous. So gorgeous. And they do so many like beautiful illustrations out of like royal icing and shit onto the cookie. It's so cool. Yeah, I have to find their channel again, and I'll post a link probably in the Discord of like their cookies. Yeah, it's like works of art, dude. It's so detailed. They like fully recreate the like gacha card illustrations. Let's see what we got for you. Okay, we got all of the cards for you. So let's put them up on the screen. Starting with... And then the last go. All right. Boop, 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 boop. All right. We got all of the cards for you for your reading. So strength, weakness, and advice. So starting with strength, we have the Six of Wands. And the Six of Wands is very much a card of like friendship and community. You know, surrounding yourself, I think, with people you can trust, that you can rely on. I think that is one of your strengths, is the fact that you have, I think, a pretty strong support network, a pretty strong group of friends that you can truly trust and rely on. You know, when the going gets tough, you know they got your back. You know, when you feel like you need to be snapped back into reality, it feels like they've got you covered. And that feels especially the latter one, because of the weakness card, which we have is the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups is very much like very artistic, very dreamy, very romantic, but I feel like maybe you're kind of getting lost in your dreams a little bit. You're very much a dreamer, but maybe you dream a little too crazy, right? And I think that's where the friends come in. They kind of help ground you back into reality a little bit more. They help you go, hey man, I think maybe you're getting a little delulu. Knight. Yeah. The Knight of Cups. Yeah. So it feels like the Knight of Cups is like you kind of have your head in the clouds a lot of the times. Feels like maybe you get lost in your own dream world. But the Six of Wands is the card of like, hey, let's bring you back to reality. Let's help remind you of what grass is, and you know, keep you on the right track, right? And your advice card is the Ten of Coins, right? And the Ten of Coins is a card of security and stability. So again, the sense of like grounding yourself, really planting your roots firmly into the ground, setting yourself up to what you need to keep yourself stable, to keep yourself working forward. It's okay to dream. There's nothing wrong with dreaming, but just make sure you have at least one foot fully grounded in reality, right? And I think that's where your friends help come in, right? Keep you in check, keep you where you need to be. But the advice is very much like, it's okay to dream, but make sure you're staying strong in what's actually feasible, what's actually real, what you're actually capable of, you know? There's only so much that physically you're able to do, and I think just remembering your own limits can help you with your creativity come up with creative solutions to handle your own personal limits, you know? Yeah, I believe in you. You got this. Also, hi, Juanita. We are actually just finishing up. We're doing the last reading right now, but thanks so much for popping in. I appreciate you. But yeah, I'd say the cards are definitely saying just focus on, you know, what's reality. Focus on your friends. If you feel like you need a reality check, definitely go to your friends. But it starts with just the simplicity of recognizing what you're actually fully capable of and what's not, you know, within your own abilities. And it's okay to be like, that would be sick as hell to do, but I can't do that, you know? So let me think of something else I can do instead. What can I do? What is feasibly within my realm of abilities? Because you're creative. You can come up with multiple different solutions, right? So it's okay if your first solutions and your first ideas don't work out, because you can brainstorm new feasible ones, right? So don't let it get you down if your first plans are kind of like, oh shit, no, that's not even possible, you know? You're like, well, let me reformulate, let me tinker with this a little bit and see what I can do to achieve your goals. And I think that'll be a much more worthwhile use of your creative abilities and your dreaming ability, to really use that to hone in and focus on what the limits you set for yourself are, you know? But yeah, I hope that helps. Fingers crossed. But yeah, that is officially all of the readings for tonight. So let's see, who are we gonna raid? We could raid Harper. Harper is playing Super Luigi RPG. Or we could raid Aaron Tira, who's playing Minecraft. Yeah, I don't think I've ever actually gotten the chance to raid Aaron. We'll raid Aaron. We raid Aaron, who's doing some Minecraft right now. And usually Minecraft's pretty cozy. So let's see here. Yeah, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me for the stream. It's always cozy wozy. I might stream tomorrow. I'm not sure. I still would have to decide what I'm going to stream tomorrow if I am. I haven't picked out a game yet. We'll see. Maybe I'll stream tomorrow. Maybe I won't. It's only one way to find out. Hopefully I will see you guys tomorrow. But if not, no worries. I'll see you when I see you. Also, hi, Gathosaurus. Bye, Gathosaurus. Hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful night. And good night.